2, here we are with summative video, review video for 10A. Let's see if it works. Alright, so our arithmetic sequence, 34, 26, 18, we are minusing 8. Alright, so our common difference is negative 8. Common difference is negative 8. So the next four terms, 18 minus 8 is 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. Negative 6. Negative 14. Coming up with the equation for the nth term, arithmetic, a sub n equals a1 plus difference times n minus 1. Okay, for our situation, our a1, all the way back to the top is 34. Our difference is negative 8 times n minus 1. Asterisk on those. Remember, we need to simplify our arithmetic ones. Simplify. So we need to multiply that out. Okay, we need to multiply that out. Let's see if I can zoom a little bit. Oh, I can. Sorry guys, new camera. Trying to learn some new tricks here. It doesn't have the zoom on the handle of the camera. It's on the computer screen. Okay, negative 8 times n, negative 8 times 1. Negative 8 times negative 1, excuse me, so that's a plus 8. And our final answer is negative 8n plus 42. Okay, addition is commutative, so you can have those flip-flopped. That's okay, you can have them flip-flopped. Geometric. 64, negative 8, 1, negative 1/8. So your pattern, take your second one, divide it by the first. Our pattern there is negative 1/8, but we're multiplying by. It's a multiplying pattern. Next three terms. Okay, next three terms. This is a little bit tricky because the next term, the last term that we have is negative 1/8, and that just happens to match our R. It's not always going to happen. That's just a coincidence this time. That's not going to happen. Okay? So if you can't just kind of like think it through or use a calculator and come up with the next three in a row, we're taking that last term that we just had, negative 1/8, times your R, which also happens to be negative 1/8. It's not going to happen every time. And that's going to be negative 1 times negative 1. That's a positive 1 on the top, 64 on the bottom. That's our next term. Then we take that term times negative 1 over 8. 1 times negative 1 on the top should be negative 1. 8 times 64 on the bottom should be 512. And we do it one more time. Negative 1 over 8. Positive 1 over 512 times 8, 4,096. That's our third one. Okay? Now I know a lot of us just like to use our calculator and times by negative 1/8, times by negative 1/8, times by negative 1/8, and use that math frac to help us out. Okay, some of these might get too big to where that decimal is going to be so small that your calculator won't math frac it for you. So we need to break it down just like this, top number times top number to get our new top number, bottom number times bottom number to get our new bottom number. You might have to break it down like that. Geometric equation, G sub n equals first G times R to the n minus 1 power. Okay, remember, first term all the way back to the top, 64 times R, which our R is negative 1/8 to the n minus 1 power. Okay, geometric, there's nothing really to simplify. There's nothing really to simplify with geometric. We're done with that. That's a good one. Number 5. Find the 16th term of the arithmetic sequence given the first term is 63, and the common difference is negative 5. Okay, so arithmetic, A16. A16 should equal A1. A1 is 63, plus the difference. Difference is negative 5, times our n minus 1. 16 minus 1. Okay, so we're doing A16, we're trying to find it. The first term is 63, our A1 is 63. Our common difference is negative 5 times 16 minus 1, 16th term. We'll have 63 plus negative 5 times 15. 63 plus negative 75. And our 16th term should be negative 12. All right, number 7. Find the first term of an arithmetic sequence if the 19th term is 812 and the difference is 29. 19th term, so we got A19 equals A1 A1 plus the difference times n minus 1, or 19 minus 1. Our A1 is what we're trying to find. A19 is 812. The difference is 29. 19 minus 1 is 18. 812 equals A1 plus 522. If I subtract 522, our A1 should equal 290. Okay, not bad. Shifting gears, find the first term of a geometric sequence if the 7th term is 5103 and the ratio is 3. G7 equals 5103. Okay, and that 7th term should equal G1 times the R, which is 3, to the 7 minus 1 power. 7 minus 1, that's going to be times 3 to the 6th. 3 to the 6th is 729. Let's divide by 729. G1 equals 7. Rewriting a recursive sequence. Okay, so recursive sequence, they give you the first term and then they give you the pattern. So A1 is negative 3. The new term equals the last term times 7. So negative 3 times 7 would be 21. And then you would take 21 times 7, and then you would take that new number times 7, and that new number times 7, times 7, times 7, times 7. We got repeated multiplication. Sounds a lot like geometric. Okay, so G sub n equals G1 times R to the n minus 1. Okay, my G1, my first number, is negative 3 times our R, which is 7, to the n minus 1 power. Okay, the number 12 has a minus 7, so that's going to be repeated subtraction or repeated addition of a negative number. That's going to be the other way around arithmetic. Don't forget to simplify when it's arithmetic. And story problems. Number 14. Remember, story problems, you need to have a formula written down. We can't just have numbers written down to our final answer. Okay? We need to be able to have a formula written down. If Marvin does not push harder after his first swing, think like playground swing set swing. The distance traveled per swing decreases by 6% with each swing. So if the distance decreases by 6%, the next swing would be 94% as much. So keeping 94%. Right, it's kind of like a clothes or electronics items on sale at like Target or Kmart or Kohl's or whatever you want to think about. If it's 6% off, it's 94% on. You're still paying 94%. So keeping 94%. 94% is going to be what we need the most there. If his initial swing was 10 feet, how far does it go after the 12th swing? So we could go recursive. We could go recursive. The first term equals 10, and the new term, an plus 1, equals the old term times 0.94. We're going to be repeatedly multiplying by 0.94. Okay? Now that also sounds a lot like geometric, so we could go geometric here. G sub n equals G1, 10 feet, times our R, 0.94, to the n minus 1 power. And we want to know the 12th swing. Okay, so 10 times 0.94 to the 11th power should be 5.06 feet. 5.06 feet. Alright, so in your possession, you should have a quiz review and that answer key. And your quiz, which you've already done and graded. That should all help you with this. Then you also have this test review and a test review answer key. You have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things to use for review. All your 10A worksheets, should be 3 of them. Okay, arithmetic, geometric, and recursive. Lots of things to go back and look at. Okay? Let's take this serious. This should be a pretty good test for us tomorrow. Best of luck to everyone, and we'll see you next week.